once that doesn't work out, it is all shock.
This is awkward now. I mean, both teams just using ultimates as they came up. The timing for Vindaim having the later sound barrier during Fearless's annihilation was probably the key factor that kept them in that one. So Houston now going back to square one in terms of this ult charge. Been trying to stay safe from a long distance here. Neither team having any ultimate leverage in this fight, so it's going to be a matter of making use of these Mei walls to set up some isolations. Maybe focus fire pressure down onto a Ramatra if needed. Here comes the Blizzard though. Looks like HeeSang found his ultimate first and not too shabby at all. Fearless needs an immortality field, but it gets picked up pretty quick. And that's going to be another rough one for Houston.
And really, outside of map number 1, the shock had looked really strong as a Shu off to the side using Amp Matrix. Shu and Violet, hold on a sec. Shu with 2, Violet with another. Is the support going crazy? Oh man,
this is what the world-class backline brings to you, right?
Well,
Shu goes with that Amp Matrix in the corner. They're getting harassed by Sombra at this time, but look at him go, Matt.
You're just like, oh, this is definitely unwinnable, right? You know, you lose your tank. No, Amp Matrix to the side instantly kills the Mei. In the Ramatra, you have the help there from Violet. I mean, that is a sick play there. Being able to get a boop, knock another player to Shu's line of sight is and that is the difference. You know, you may not have gotten that checkpoint A there if you're the Outlaws. It was looking that good there for the shot.
Yeah, genuinely. Houston were in deep trouble. They weren't finding a lot of success from their front line. But the backline diff shines through. Again, Shu and Violet combined for more than half of those kills. He wants to try and reposition quickly, but he was not ready for that pressure from the Sombra. They get a touch just in time. Proper and Vindaim return to the point. It's just Fearless right now with Violet waiting in the wings. It is enough to keep this Ramatra topped up though, so everybody from San Francisco needs to back away. EMP comes in from Proper. Happy found one of his own here. Shu's going to have time to build up that Amp Matrix, but won't use it because yet again, the supports are getting their hands dirty.
I mean, well, one of the, you know, we obviously know how, you know, good Shu and
has
Violet
7
are.
final blows, 7.
Yeah.
He has as many kills as the whole of the Shock right now, like final blows.
Yeah.
I mean, and Shu's not far behind with 5. They combine for more than half of their team's final blows in general. And Violet and Shu, being able to come from behind in a losing fight, use some ultimate, sure, but be able to create a pivot like that is just, no one, you're not coming back from that. No one can come back from that. That is a gap that is very, very hard to ford. HeeSang gets ruined there by Pelican. Air Matrix in play for Shu, mostly for the healing at the moment. Max cannot hold up in that kind of heat. That's
the entire game turns on that one play from Shu and Violet. The entire game turns where it's not even looking like the Outlaws are going to take that first checkpoint, and Shu and Violet just go bonkers there after they lose Fearless and just dunk the Shock for the rest of the map. I mean, that is such a huge turn of events there.
Violet still has 7 final blows to the entirety of San Francisco's 7. Well, can Finn sneak through? He can. Okay, rather svelte, I suppose. But he get back into the fight there. Proper looking to find a way in from the back line here. He's happy. I mean, catching him with the EMP would be quite favorable, but the Amp Matrix, Proper doesn't want to get in front of that. And, well, Vindaim going to go down. Shu able to pick him off here as Houston's defense starts to just convalesce a little bit more here on this corner. Again, it's all the supports. They have a written agreement with their backline to get all the kills. That is what's happened. They are literally letting them have the kills. Violet has 9 final blows. Shu has 7. That's 15 between the two. And it's 16. I can't do maths right now. I'm freaking out. This is absurd. Passing to somewhere between the two makes sense. Happy and Pelican also have been known to do this, right? It really depends on what the comp is calling for. This is the support moment, right, that kind of blew our minds. And from here on out, like, we continue to see Shu and Violet be headliners in so many of these team fights. With a backline like this, Houston, I mean, my goodness, you can mess up catastrophically as any of these other players and have Shu and Violet come to the rescue more often than not.
Yeah, it's just when you have those types of support players who can just make these game-changing plays, you're never out of the fight. It's almost like the stuff that the old Shock used to do, right? Where you'd be a player or two down and you'd have Violet pop, an Amp Matrix, right? And you're able to, make some plays. Now they're on the other side of that now with Violet playing on the Outlaws, and you see what it does. Really, it turns the tides there on Shambali.